Clear why this agent could not survive an encounter with such a monster. He tosses POV right at the huge bus and then throws it off the bridge. Darn it, this guy has an incredible amount of strength. As the bus is about to get flipped over, you can notice a strange object on one of the seats. It is almost invisible, but if you'll brighten that exact frame, it'll become clear to you that it is some kind of a toy or a figure. At least I think so. This toy seems to be dressed in a black suit with a blue shirt. And it occurs to me that this is a reference to the cameraman from the last episode. Don't you guys think so too? Or maybe it's a reference to Bacon from the game called Roblox. I mean, this thing looks pretty much like him, don't you agree? Cameraman was fast enough to be able to get out of the collapsing bus. As he is trying to climb back onto the bridge, an agent dressed in a yellow shirt runs past our eyes with a first aid kit. Perhaps he is a part of the rescue squad, but since all the soldiers of the Alliance are robots, it's most likely the first aid kit contains spare parts for repairs, and I doubt that he is running to save the skibidi. However, for some reason unknown, these toilets do not touch him. By contrast, they purposefully go in the same direction, ignoring the POV and the medic. Having climbed the bridge, that cameraman continues to run away to the main forces, and while he is fleeing, Drill Skibidi comes out from the bowels of the earth right in front of him, as it already happened in the 11th episode. This time the toilet looks a little different. It has 3 huge drills and nothing more. Probably his task is just to dig a tunnel, because as for me, he is not particularly useful on dry land. At this moment, one of the agents starts shooting nails at him, after which the cameras fall on him from the roof and flush away the poor guy. Pay your attention to these flashes in the left corner of the screen, by the way. I think it signals that someone is approaching at a very high speed. What do you think? We will track to this a bit later, but you should keep that in mind. As the digger has been washed away, POV turns around, and we see this dude in an orange shirt with a nail gun, who already appeared in the 9th and 14th episodes. And considering the fact that he is here now, I can state then enough time has passed since the previous episode for him to be able to fly on the spot. The sound of an explosion can be heard, and a skibidi helicopter flies up past our eyes. At this moment on the top of the bridge, you can see something of a red color with a white bauble at the top. It reminds me of a Santa Claus hat, so maybe it's a reference to the new year upcoming we all shall look forward to. The helicopter skibidi is missing 2 rocket charges, as he spent one a second earlier, while the second one disappeared in the unknown direction. Perhaps he shot at the cameras that remained to be on the bridge, and the agents with rifles who are standing next to POV for some reason do not shoot at the skibidi, waiting for him to discharge his rocket launchers at them. Quite fortunately, though, they are rescued by another helicopter under the control of TV Woman that crashes straight into him. And now we can see the Alliance's team site. Look at these 2 cameramen. They apparently have some kind of weapon in their hands, and they are trying to shoot from it, but it seems they have run out of ammunition. The guys still pretend to be useful, though. This guy with a blue drill on his head is doing the same thing, which is simply imitating shooting from his gun. We haven't seen such drill man yet. I wonder what else is he capable of besides shooting invisible cartridges. And also take a look at this handsome dude who's also a genius and just a gigachad in general. And next to him, a beautiful speaker woman can be found discussing something with this damn plunger cameraman, and if he continues to approach her, then never mind, I'm a gigachad and I don't really care. Plunger cameraman flew here using his transportation system, and it seems like he has returned his red plungers that he used in battles in full. He holds a tablet in his hands as he shows it to the speaker woman, but from such a distance it's really hard to tell exactly what's in there. At this moment, an elite cameraman with a telescope peeks over the bags, apparently trying to see something on the bridge, and the TV woman sort of transgresses herself straight into the next episode after the destruction of the helicopters. POV continues to run further, and then we're able to notice another drill man in a green shirt passing by. I suspect that this is an ordinary drill soldier, as well as cameramen in white shirts. And in the next episodes, we will see more and more of these guys. They have rifles of a very intriguing form, as if they were copied from the replicas of, well, let's say not some kind of advanced weapon. There is also a car that looks like an ambulance, but it has a huge camera on the roof, like these cars do, and a cameraman is lying on a seat next to it. It's not really clear why they need an ambulance if they are robots, though. Perhaps they want to be like people and decided to convert it to their needs, I do not know. The cameraman finally reaches the main clockman, and now we see that he ran to them with a message on his tablet. Let's take a look at this. All Titans are listed here.